Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your monthly love reading. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please keep in mind energy can go vice versa, and this reading won't resonate with everyone, so take what fits, but please leave the rest out. Okay, so I heard 3. The Swan, the Grail Knight, and Perception. A lot of things are changing here. Looks like someone is on a quest for true connection, not settling for imitation, illusions any longer. Someone's being heavily guided by the divine towards the right direction finally. It looks like what once made someone happy is they're seeing it's no longer the truth, or it's an illusion of happiness. We have "You're my everything. I am coming in to show you a better version of me. You're all I ever hoped for. You're my dream person." Wow. Yeah, someone is finally realizing how they feel, seeing things very clearly. You know what this feels like? Sacred love, okay? This bond is very sacred, almost protected as well. Overall, look at that. Overall energy, 2 of Cups, okay? Again, sacred love. But it feels like this bubble here, this protective bubble around the dolphins, is something that's being divinely orchestrated and guided at a specific time, so divine timing. This is about 2 people feeling the same way towards each other, maybe not being on the same page in the 3D realm. So let's see what's going on in your energy. We have 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius or have that in your chart. Okay, so 3 of Wands connected to the Queen of Swords. This is showing me that you guys are starting to finally see what's truly important to you now. Some things are being revealed to you as well. It's kind of like things that were keeping you safe or a little bit of a nuisance in your life. You're kind of letting that go now. Even though you possibly were helping people here in the 3 of Pentacles, or people were dependent on you in the 10 of Pentacles. Feels like these responsibilities were weighing you down, and you're finally speaking your truth here, Queen of Swords, looking at the future for yourself, what makes you happy, and not sacrificing your happiness for someone else. So this is a real eye-opener, a life-changing moment for you guys. If you have felt really drained or feel like a lot of people depend on you and there's no way out for you at all, just know in divine time you're being led towards a different path. You will be released of these burdens or see a way forward and able to compromise. Okay? A lot of you, if you're not in that situation, you're definitely looking towards the future now and seeing what's important to you, what you want to focus your goals on as well. Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, 3 of Swords, Chariot, and Magician for their energy. So the person you're dealing with is definitely with the Knight of Cups twice. They're starting to see the difference between lust, illusion, versus love and truth. They're realizing the pain that they have caused. Also, they've been suffering in silence here and haven't been able to deal with these emotions. It seems like the more that they suppress them, they keep bubbling up to the surface, and it's frustrating them. They've also been trying to manifest a new beginning with you, but they're having trouble doing so because they're doing it from a sense of lack. But this person loves deeply here. This does feel like a sacred love. They understand that the Queen of Cups, you have been so compassionate or loving in a sense, and this can go vice versa. The fact that you have really sacrificed for this person is something that they look back now on and realize they were taking advantage of. Possibly your feelings and manipulating things in their way, and they see things very clearly for the first time. It really is looking like this person is learning to see this connection so clearly after years of clouded vision. It almost feels like they're waking up for the first time, is what I see. So let's see this 3 of Swords. Yeah, 4 of Swords, 2 of Wands. They've been slowed down by the divine here, 8 of Wands, World. Yeah, things were happening in their environment. Karmic situations were blowing up. Things were being made tough, or more pressure was put on them so that they would have to sit, stop, be still, and deal with these heavy emotions that they have towards you. Because before they were placating or trying to keep themselves busy, not focusing on this, trying to stuff it deep down, and it just was time here. 8 of Wands, World, for this new beginning. for something to be pushed forward, completion. Let's see what's happened in the past. We have Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups, Fool, Tower. Someone made a rash decision to leave the other. Wow. I'm feeling heartbreak and anxiety all at once. This Tower was huge for you. This was like a moment of reckoning. Everything that you invested in this person or the situation was falling apart by the second. And it was like something you couldn't control. And we know we can't control the Tower, but it felt like it came out of left field. With the Fool card, it feels like they were careless in how they handled this or the ending of it. A lot of them walked away here without notice. Eight of Cups, Nine of Wands. Felt like you really stuck in with this person and you did as much as possible to keep this going. And you felt like they were devoted in their heart space, but nothing was really moving, right? There could have been loyalty from the start where they really offered you something real, tangible, and it was headed towards a future, but it wasn't moving at all. It feels like it just stayed stagnant. And this person started to become more detached is what I see. In the Nine of Wands, it's kind of like they were sticking in this, but they weren't putting any effort in. So it's like you couldn't trust them because you didn't understand why they were trying to push this off or not deal with this connection. So you might have seen less and less of them as time went on. Let's see this Tower card. Empress, Six of Pentacles, Lovers, King of Swords. So your energy showing up here in the King of Swords. It looks like they weren't compromising when it comes to an equal give and take. They weren't willing to work with you to build this connection to become something strong. But the love here is deep. With the Lovers, Six of Pentacles, Empress, it really shows me that your heart was devoted to them to make the choice to not only give selflessly here in the Six of Pentacles because you weren't getting anything in return, them being detached, possibly cold and looking at this connection in a logical way, but you believed and trusted in the feeling that you had. Intuitively, you could feel this was a different connection than any other. And so by you believing and keep doing your due diligence, even when they made it difficult, did not go unnoticed by the divine. There is a certain promise that they see now that needs to be fulfilled in some way. Let's see the challenge. Let's get some more details here. We have Page of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Seven of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. For those of you that are dealing with a third party, okay, this is very clear. It's showing me that they were unwilling to make a decision because they felt safe in looking at this illusion that they were comfortable, or maybe this idea, even though it looks good on the outside, that I'm doing my due diligence, that's a family unit, or whatever they were looked at in the public's eye, it kept them safe and they felt like, okay, this connection with you was risky because they didn't know where it was going to go. Would they actually make you happy or make them be looked at in a bad light? They started to kind of see this break in the illusion. And a lot of them were dealing with a karmic, if you are in a third party situation, where they started to see that falsity break. They started to see that everything was just imitating responsibility, happiness on the outside, but inside there was manipulation, there was control, and it made them start to see, wait, I don't think I even want to be in this situation anymore. So they withdrew from you, and this seems kind of weird, but they did it because they didn't want to lose control over something that was safe. And they didn't know if they could fully trust this completely. I see the sense of panic and they abandoned or ran away here. If you're not dealing with a third party, I see that this person wasn't able to handle this connection in a way that was mature. They were dealing with it in the Page of Pentacles as more of something that, oh, I'm enjoying in the moment. I'm starting to learn a little bit. And this person is giving me some great ideas. Possibly you were helping them. You could have been working on a project together. But in the Eight of Pentacles, it looks like that this person was using your energy in a sense, or your emotions, to help them feed their ego, even though they knew they felt this deep love for you. Some of them could have been working a lot, focusing more on that, trying to bury themselves in things to keep them busy so they didn't have to deal with the intensity of this connection. There is something here I see a specific group, or this is a message for someone, and I just have to say it because I see it. The first time you guys met, or the initial physical sensation, such as a kiss, felt almost so magnetic, like a suction or something that was out of this world. Okay, so if you were dealing with a twin flame here, it kind of stunned you. Some of you were very shocked. Both of you kind of retreated a little bit and then came back together, but it was like trying to beat around that subject, not talk about that or address it. But it was an alert from the divine, okay, that this is not an ordinary connection. So those are for the ones that are dealing with a twin flame here. Knight of Wands, Eight of Swords. Yeah, they liked to play it safe by being hot and cold in this player type energy, not really committing to one thing or another, and also making excuses that they were too busy at times. This made them feel comfortable and safe. So it's just reiterating the fact this person confusing their karmic situation, whether third party or not, with what love really is. It's not control you versus them being controlled, which they thought was love. And seeing that now is a big eye-opener for them. Okay, King of Wands, Six of Swords, Ten of Wands, King of Cups, Ace of Wands. Things are going to change drastically. You're going to want to see in the extended, if this is your story, exactly what unfolds, because this is going to change your love life. This is a huge moment. We're going to go over exactly what action they take, what they're going to say moving forward, as well as the timing and the outcome. If this is your last stop, though, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Many blessings to you. Please take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.